platforms, I believe, almost all of them.
Yeah, 5 new stations.
So,
Yeah, 5 new
so
stations.
just,
That's
well, for you
added
guys
to
here,
us.
the members, I want to take a little vote here. Is everyone in favor of that still being our public position, that we are strongly in favor of the project? We just want to also remind that the costs are watched and it's transparent and it's, doesn't go over time. Everyone okay with that?
Yeah. I think no one's ever really not supported the project.
I just, before we go next week and give any kind of testimony, I want to give.
And they follow through to completion, not make it like a Second Avenue subway.
2 things before you guys go. Owen has an issue he wants to discuss on trash.
Right.
Please go ahead, Owen, and then I have something before you guys go.
On the trash, there is a continual problem. The council alone has talked about this many times. I, for one, in Port Washington, have said something to one of the assistant managers on the platform, and you can see what the cleaning crews do. Open the door and out the trash goes, and you can see
on the overnight.
on spaces.
Okay.
Okay.
Tickets and stuff.
Okay.
A few months in the summer, I was up there alone, actually.
A writer through the residents of More Beautiful Port Washington sent me an email and said, what should he do? He's complained about it. He sent a message to the residents from More Beautiful Port Washington. It's the civic group. She sent me, what should I do? And I wrote back that he should go on the MTA website and report it, and he has incident number. I have a copy for you.
We also sent you a letter.
And what the problem is that I have seen is it gets handled, okay, for the minutes, and it gets fixed, but there's no follow-up later on. For example, a couple of years ago, the MOPS is one, okay, guess what? If the guy doesn't get on these guys' case, the MOPS don't get put back in the box.
So it kind of gets addressed, but it's not sustained.
Right, and the same with the trash. I have photographs of little spots of the trash, and you show it to the guy, and next thing it's clean, right? A couple months later, the same goddamn thing. Excuse me, the same darn thing, okay? What I'm saying here is there has to be a management follow-through and follow-up so that these guys, they're human. They're human. They're in a hurry. Get it done.
Okay.
Okay? They'll blame it on, well, it's the...
Is there one track worse than the other, or are they all
It's
pretty
the
much?
platform.
Just the platform?
Yeah, platform, and then the right-of-way. There's also when the trains are in the yard, or, that's...
You'll see this
sometimes they get cleaned.
Someone dumped a bunch of tickets. Like it's on the right of way,
Right.
Right at the
Conductor,
right near the bumping block.
Convenient intervals.
Okay,
Right.
all right.
So what they're doing is...
There's a pattern, okay.
Someone must have dumped it out the window.
And,
Okay.
so
this isn't different Port Washington.
Yeah, remember I got it back in the fall sometime, and then they addressed it.
But
back
this
then.
summer, someone did. I was out. I happened to be up. I'm not in Port Washington. I was in the sun. I said, oh,
Okay.
there's someone's problem still there. I didn't report this shit.
here's the background to it, and when my response to it, and I'm not, I just feel that just what I said. I said that the management addresses the issue, and then it gets kind of blown out, and there's no follow-up on it. The same with the pigeon problem. Kind of come out on trash. The pigeon problem in Port Washington. Oh well, the pigeon lady comes by and she cuts the nets. Well, why did you contract someone to put nets up that can be cut? Why don't you put a little stronger net? Or why don't you come in and replace the nets?
A taxi cab driver and feeds them.
Okay. Instead they come in, and how much does it cost you to constantly clean the platforms? And say in Port Washington alone, you got to steam clean these things because of the pigeon crap. But you can't just get rid of the pigeons.
I got to jump on something before
So
you go.
that's my punt on the
I got it
trash.
because I got from the Channel 12 report today on Montauk. Is that your lot or is that a town lot? There was a report today that there were dozens of people who received $135 parking tickets last night in Montauk Long Island Railroad parking lot. Because apparently signs were changed without notice, changing the parking to a 90-minute only. And then they went around and just ticketed everybody. Was that, do you know if that was your lot, a town lot? Do we know what's going on with that?
It's probably the town. I mean, the town did it.
Town.
We had no involvement with it.
Long rent.
I wanted to ask.
I have to look it up. I wasn't aware of that.
Can you, it came out in the news today to TV. I was getting calls on it. I didn't respond. But if you guys can find out, we'd like to, if not you, we'll send a letter to the town. Just let us know.
And one final note on the trash. Okay, when a work crew replaces the rails and replace the ties, guess where they go?
You don't have to say a word.
But this is something that
Hector knows I have
Okay.
been hair on fire about cleanup and everything
Helena
else.
was gonna take care of that and address the issue, okay? When they have a contract out to repair the road, they're also gonna pick up the old rails and take, well, guess what? They're not doing it.
Well, actually, it's usually railroad forces that do
That's
all the work.
It's our own forces. It's
Railroad forces do the
self-inflicted.
work.
Go out to where the
Sorry,
LIE crosses, where the main line,
Main line
north, where the.
I can tell you that's a big pet peeve of Pat, our president,
What is?
myself, the
Debris on the
cleanliness of the
right-of-way,
right of way,
even
picking
real
up
time.
stuff.
But we've been hearing
I
that.
mean, I know Hector has seen and heard some of the things that I've been doing and saying and all this other stuff.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, I know.
Washington, it's out in, if you drive up to LIE where the train to the North Fork crosses the LIE,
Oh,
look down, you can see the
oh,
rails.
let me just jump in, because we just got an
We
alert.
just got an email.
Another broken rail.
Anticipated delays and cancellations from and to Atlantic
It's not even,
Terminal
it's.
due to a broken rail east of the terminal, New York City Transit.
So I got like 20
New York City
alerts on.
Transit is honoring Long Island Railroad fares on the 2 and 3 subway, Brooklyn bound.
Yeah, no, I got
Customers can
it.
take 2, 3 subway to and from the station
Well, it's not
to Atlantic
closed.
Terminal.
I just got a lot of alerts of Rockaway
Well,
Beach.
we've been
Long
seeing, I
Beach
mean, we
traffic.
haven't really gotten, it's not even that, today's
Not even
not
that
a
cold.
cold day. What can we do about the broken rails? We've been asking for years, since you're talking about updating, upgrading, and doing things. Is there anything that can be done, anything out there that we should be getting? Because it's getting worse and worse.
Oh my God, my train's been canceled. Ron Conkle line, your train's been
That's
canceled.
fine, I wanna get,
Outta
before you
here?
run, before he
Yes,
leaves. Before
yes.
everyone leaves,
604.
How about that
I
611
wanna get
Ford?
an answer before everyone leaves, in case it's coming.
You know, on the rail component of that, I know that we have increased our testing. There was testing and resurfacing that was not done in an aggressive manner several years back. We were on a good pace where what used to take the crew 3 years to do, we're doing it in 6 months. But there's a backlog. The temperature swing of going from super cold to warm, that's, you know, that's one of the impacts. So, I mean, I wish I had an answer for broken rails. I mean, on some of these things. I mean, that's probably why my phone was going off and I didn't pick up because
Yeah,
they
so
were
these
calling
things
me.
come
I'm sorry, I could've
Yeah.
told you, I got
Yeah.
like 10 alerts.
So,
and they were
I
all
guess my
Brooklyn
question
trains.
is, and I don't know
Yeah.
technology, that's not my area, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
You're gonna be talking about second track, third track. Is there anything that can be done when you're installing these brand new tracks? that-
Well, definitely
Do
whenever
anything.
they're installing the new track and stuff, you know, they're going with the concrete ties, they're going with E-clips, you know, they're going with continuous welded rail. They're going with a lot, they're going with the different configurations and what is, you know, out there on a regular basis. Just like Amtrak last night, we had the shutdown. You know, they said it was stock rail, you know, for a switch. Well, it turns out whenever they said, well, stock rail, careful what they say, stock rail, the one end is okay. The other end, it's a specialized piece of rail that ties into a switch. They didn't even have anything around here. So I'm sitting there taking a call at noon, and they're going like, oh, well, you're going to lose line 3 100% because we can't even find any rail. They're going all over the place. I'm going like, well, can you machine or fabricate something? Can you block and spike? Can you put in joint bars so that way at least I get the line back so I can at least minimize the impact of what's taking place? And so that's what took place last night. And then they fabricated a piece of rail to fit in on this. And this is getting back into the funding and the PREA and prioritization for maintenance in our areas. But but to answer your question, what I've seen on some of this cracked rail and stuff, some of the things that we're looking at is like mud spots where the rail gets soggy and the rail starts pumping and stuff a lot. You know, you got to maintain the track bed and everything else, and that's why we're doing a lot of heavy duty track work in these other areas. But with Atlantic, like I said, I'll be calling my staff when I walk out here and say, okay, exactly, you know, where is it at, what's taking place. Let's see, we're
I
trying to single
misspoke,
track.
604 out of Atlantic.
Yeah, so I was going to say I didn't see anything.
Accommodated by the 607 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
they-
The ironic thing is all the news reports yesterday said it was outside the tunnel and therefore it was Long Island Railroad's tracks and not Amtrak. No, I'm just saying, that's what all the news reports.
Everybody likes to jump on the old railroad.
Listen,
Yeah.
That's all fake news.
Yeah, but like I said, I wish I had, you know, the magic answer. But every railroad that I've been on
We
and
just
ran and
just
stuff,
seems
you
to
got
be-
it broken.
seems to be a huge amount of, before, we're not even in the the winter time, so people are concerned. Riders are really concerned.
So are we.
That's
So
the
my
reason
on-time
today.
performance is taking a beat. My customer service quality taking a beat. It's damn sure that we don't want it. You know, have no interest. I mean, it inconveniences tens of thousands of people. That's the other thing that we try to say. It's not just that location. It's a regional impact of what's taking place here. And then the other thing that's magnified is whenever you run the duty cycle of equipment, this commuter rail, which some areas it's not a commuter rail, as busy as it is, its impact is just horrific.
All right, we're gonna try to, sorry, too much.
No problem.
We're gonna try to meet the council in March. Let us know when train talk, if you're in by, we'll pick a date. Is there a day of the week that people cannot do? Just do it that way first.
I'm teaching every day in the afternoon except Fridays.
Whenever there's a delay on the railroad, I just can't make it.
Then you can't schedule one.
Where are we doing this one?
We do it here in Penn. We're gonna do something a little different this time. We're gonna prepare a
Don't wanna meet the
handout,
public when there's a-
five or six things that riders don't know and should know about the railroad. We just found out one, I didn't even know, that you can contact the railroad for a late note, just really, so train was late for
Oh,
work.
yeah.
A lot of riders don't know it, so we're gonna put out little tips.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
We'll give it, so we can all go talk to.
Unless you're a Long Island Railroad
representatives for
employee.
that. So we'll come up with 5 or 6 things to,
You can
to
get
give out.
into all of the
Not gonna appease
station
the
houses.
boss.
Well, that's what I'd like to be able to say
The best
that.
thing is to pick a date, the first week of the month, because usually in the middle of the month, late in the month is when we kind of
Okay,
publish it.
so is there a day
So
that we can
there's no set thing, but if you get us the first week of the
There, now
month,
it
then we
says
usually.
What
configure
time
it.
is it gonna
What do we usually do?
We usually do 4:30. I think we've been doing 4:30 lately, just because 4 gets
Till,
till 6:30 maybe.
12:30 to 3:30. So, 12:30, yeah, I just don't want to.
okay, anything else, anything else? Everyone knows that the MTA chairman is retiring. We're gonna take over, which could change a lot of things that we're talking about and priorities, who knows what it is. We will be doing an op-ed to Deere, whomever it is, listing out our issues and concerns. I think a Deere served Adam letter to Newsday, kind of listing out.
But we wanna see all this infrastructure move ahead. And I think the governor's shown a lot of leadership there, so I'm not concerned.
Well, but we still have other things that we're concerned.
Oh, I mean like service quality?
Yeah, other than that.
You sure it's just not a soundbite from the governor?
A soundbite?
Well,
Well, we'll wait and see.
Second Avenue one.
Could have.
Soundbite.
No.
You ever notice
So I-
press releases?
And also,
Third
last
track.
thing, last thing, oh, and
He's-
one last
he
thing before
put-
you
he
go,
pushed
one
third
second
track.
before you go, we're putting together, we've had a little discussion, we're putting together our goals for this year. Please email me or Bill ideas that you have, that you want to see us do for
Priorities you
2017.
want to have.
Just email us and
No, I'm gonna point you like that.
Oh, that's been,
There
I
you
know,
go.
but there must be,
Easy.
there's
I'm
gotta
an
be
easy
more than
woman.
just that, isn't there
I'm
more
an
than
easy
that?
woman.
So I have
Oh, this is,
I have to make a 6:11. I gotta.
yes, please, if someone was to move to adjourn, we can adjourn.
6:11, I
Okay.
can, 6:08.
Sir.
Thank you.
If you have a chair, you're welcome.
Thank you for coming in.
Oh, thank you
Thank
for
you.
having us.
It says,
Happy New Year.
oh,
Happy New Year, thank you.
westbound service is suspended between
Yeah,
Jamaica and
westbound,
Atlanta.
yeah.
But all those other trains, I got a bunch of delayed notices.
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty
Westbound
much, they're doing a
services
single
on the
track
Long
and
Island
trying to
Railroad?
get everything pushed
That
out.
behind you.
On the
Just
railroad?
delays, yeah, from Brooklyn. There's a lot of delays if you're coming out of Brooklyn.
Yeah,
They'll
they're
live.
gonna shut that man. Yeah,
Bye-bye.
inbound.
Now let's just do one track and just go.
Email?
Yeah, that's me.
Track 19 for me. In what, 7 minutes?
Oh, okay, okay. Did you talk about that?
Thanks, Dave, for
You
coming.
bet. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you did a nice job. It was very nice.
He always
No
does.
problem.
Yeah, he always does. I can't wait to see those razor diesel transfers.
No, yeah, well, I'm looking. Yeah.
We're not playing around.
I've heard the jet engines
Did something happen?
Yeah,
last year.
as long as it's heat, as long
I know,
as
but
it's
did anything
heated.
happen?
Oh,
Yeah, no, you love this?
Train.
You want worry about noise? These things are
Management is
horrendous.
mimic.
What?
You got guys coming down the stairs.
You wanna
Steam
hear-
locomotives. I
you wanna hear
think
about
really
that?
old.
Hey, Maxwell, Cooper check. What you got going
I
on?
thought maybe it was.
What you got, what are you doing down there in Atlanta? Breaking
Oh, I know,
mail, man.
I used to have those too. The kids' size, the kids' whole file on it. I spoke to TM yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Token times.
Okay, guys, thanks for calling in.
Yeah.
So I had a token.
Oh.
Already started.
Did you buy it?
Yes, it was.
Oh, no, East New York?
But in a joint board?
You're saying starting,
No, no,
You got me.
I think it's
Yeah.
Milford.
Good for you.
What's going
All
on
right,
with
take
those
care.
It's supposed to be starting this year.
See you, Sheila, happy
I
to
don't
see you
have
back,
to-
not on the phone.
Teach it.
Off the top of my head, it's gonna happen by
Well,
the spring.
semester.
Okay.
But I have to confirm it.
Transfer station?
Okay.
No, the service isn't operating.
Oh, I hate it.
It just doesn't work.
Has to be like a certain amount
We
of
do that all the time.
And
Can't we have like holographic
We
reprojections?
do audio station.
What
We can
about-
do
what
the
about-
we
Things
place
out of
software.
the airports where
We
they,
just, we put, like, cut it in half, but you know what, I haven't met with the
What about-
guys, how they're gonna do it, I don't know.
What about?
Meeting's adjourned.
Because,
Yeah,
I mean, when we say meetings adjourned, we
all right,
cut
no
off.
problem,
And
no
what's up
problem.
with
We cut off
We
the
understand
days.
that. So the other component of this is, where exactly is this